So I decided to do a room tour because while I was still back at home and I was looking for a student accommodation to live in, it was really hard for me to find a flat that I would like, because pictures don't always tell the truth. Like, the pictures that they put online might not be what it looks like, and at the time I didn't know that, you know, some flats can do viewings and stuff like that. But even at that, I wasn't going to come all the way up to Aberdeen from Glasgow just to do a flat viewing, so I just took a risk, I guess. I did ask about, and I did try and look on YouTube and Google and see if there was past students that have put up what they thought about it, or put up pictures about it. I searched up on Instagram and stuff like that, but nobody really had anything up about Newmarket. So I decided that maybe I could put up a video and then people in the future could have a look and see for themselves, instead of, you know, because when I looked at the pictures, it's not what it looks like. It's not bad, but it's not what it looks like in the pictures. So I think it would be good for people to see this video, and then they'll know what it actually is like to live here. So I'll start with my room, and then, you know, I can look out in the hallway, and then we can do the kitchen and stuff. So here we go. So when you're standing at my door, this is what you'll see. To your right is my door, and to your left is another door, but that's my toilet. And then I know the curtains are so ugly, but I did think of changing them, but then I was like, what's the point when I'm only going to be here for a year? Well, not even a year, less than a year, so I just left them up. So this is what you see, and then you have to go right in to see the rest of it. So now I'm inside my room, and this is what it's like when the lights are off. It can get quite dark in here because I'm only on the second floor, so the light doesn't hit directly in my window. So when it's not really sunny, then it can get quite dark. But this is what it's like with the light on. It's one of those ones when it's energy saving, so it'll get brighter. But this is the hallway that I'm standing in right now, and it's actually got no light, so sometimes at night when I've only got my light on the ceiling, I don't actually have, it's quite dark in here. So to my left, which is here, I've got my wardrobe, and it gets, since it's so dark, I can't even see in it sometimes, and I've got a lamp in there that one of those battery lamps I've put in there so that I can see what clothes I'm picking out. But yeah, that's one of the things, well, probably the one thing that bothers me the most about this room, because there's no light, and it's just quite dark on this end of the room. So that in front of you is where I was standing before, and as you can see, it is quite dark. So if you ever move into Newmarket, buy one of those lamps, battery lamps for your cupboard, or one of those lamps that stick on the wall, that type of thing, because it is dark, and when you open the bathroom door, it gets even darker. So I would recommend buying a lamp. But yeah, I hang my jacket on the door of the bathroom. I bought one of those hangers that hang at your door. It's not stuck on it hooks onto your door, and I hang all my not all of them, but some of my jackets and stuff like that. And then to your left, where I've hung some of my other jackets in my bag, that was already there. So yeah. So this is my bed, and it's a small double. Back at home I've got a double bed, so I found it great that this was a small double, because if it was a single I'd probably find myself falling off the bed a few times before I got used to a single bed. because I know some of my friends, well most of my friends, they have single beds, so I find that really good. And the best thing about this bed, well this like area of the bed, I think, is this switch. This switch operates my main light and also operates this light here. That's really good because like I get really lazy in the night because I'm just like sitting in my bed doing my own thing, and then sometimes you just get lazy and you don't want to get up and switch the light off. So I've got the switch right next to my bed, so I'm able to just switch it off whenever I need to and not have to get out of bed when it's like cold and stuff. So one of my favourite things about this room is actually this light on top of my, well, above my head, because it is so bright, and I swear to you it's so good for like taking pictures because like it's just that bright. It is quite a warm colour, so like that's not as good for taking pictures, but I do love it. I love it. It moves like round, you can like move it to the left, right, up and down, and it's just great. I'll show you it with it on. So that's what it's like with the light on, and oh, it's just amazing. Like sometimes I don't even use my main light because that one above my head is good enough. I think I'd use that the most, and I'm actually shook that it's not like the light bulb's not like ran out or anything like that. So yeah. So one thing I forgot to tell you about this bed is that underneath it's like one of those beds where if you lift up the bed then there's like a massive space for you to put things. I would put things there, but it's really hard to lift up the bed. But some of my flatmates can lift up the bed, so that's like completely up to you. But there is storage underneath the bed. Another thing I really like about my room is this board. Some of my friends use this board as like for their like paperworks and like stuff for like notes and stuff, but I've just filled mine with fairy lights around it and Polaroids and just some pictures of, you know, friends, family and stuff like that. And that calendar, I didn't even get that long ago. That's a Chinese calendar that my mum gave me when she got it for Chinese New Year or something. So I just put that there. I'll just put like my jewellery there as well so I don't lose it, because I always lose my jewellery. So I've got my jewellery there as well. So yeah, I just love it because it just like that was the first thing I did when I came into this flat. That first day I was like trying to put all my pictures up because I knew I'd get homesick if I didn't have like that, all those pictures up, and like just making me feel like, making the room feel homely. Over here is 4 shelves, and I've literally just like piled all my like other stuff on it. Like it's, people have like used that for their books. It's probably for a bookshelf or something, but I've just used it for like all of my random stuff. So in this first shelf down here, I've got my creams, my hairbrush, and some of my makeup. And then over here I've got my sunglasses and a card, my Polaroid camera. I've got this jar that my boyfriend gave me for our first year anniversary, and he made me like origami roses. So I've had that for like 5 years now. And up here I've got more pictures, and I've got nail polish up there. And then over here I've got my headphones, and this box is just filled with face masks because I use face masks so much that I've got a whole box of them. If we look down here, I've got this little like table, I guess, and I've got my green tea there because I drink green tea all the time, so I keep it in my room because it's just easier for me to whip out like a bag of green tea. And then that little bag is where I keep my camera. And then down there, so I'm in the middle of actually moving out, and I've moved some of my stuff out already, but basically what was there was all my art stuff, because I study fashion and textiles, so I had all my art accessories there. I had my sewing machine there, but that was literally for uni only, that like little space. So this is my table. So I've got my printer, I've got a light and my MacBook, I've got my pens, I've got tape, I've got tissue, and of course I've got my biscuits because I love penguins and like tea biscuits, so I've always got them there so that I can munch on them whenever I need to. That box is filled of dried roses from my boyfriend from over the years. I just take like one rose from each bouquet that he's ever bought me, and I dry them out, I hang them upside down, I dry them, and I've just put them in a little box. This table is so long, by the way. Not so long, but it's long enough. So it starts from here, and it goes all the way over here. So yeah, I've got nothing on this side. It had like my sketchbooks, but now because my sketchbooks aren't here anymore, I've got nothing on it. And then over here, I've got a little table, and the table has their wardrobes. So that's where I put all my clothes, and that's basically where I do my hair and stuff like that. And that's the window. No, it's not going to focus. So that's my window, and I've got like an empty thing there because that had a bouquet of flowers in it, but because I'm moving out, I've just emptied it and stuff like that and put it back on the window for some reason. Underneath my table, I have so much stuff. Well, I had so much stuff. Now it's less. It's actually less, but it's still got a lot of stuff. So in that corner over there, I've got 3 suitcases from when I moved here. They're empty at the moment, but I'll be filling them up soon. That's one of my art folders. I have another one, but that's already been moved away, so I'm just left with the small one. And then in that SpongeBob bag that I got from Universal Studios is filled with fabric for uni. And then that's just my uni bag. I love this bag. So I've also got this mirror. I don't know, I'll maybe move back, yeah. This is my mirror, and it's right beside the table that I used to do my hair, which is down here. So yeah. So this is my toilet. It's quite small, but like it's enough because there's only one person living in it, so it's enough. So that's my toilet. Up there, there's like a little space, I don't know. Yeah, there's a little like space there. It's a tiny space, so really it's got nothing, like you can't really hold much things in it. To your left, this is my sink, and it's a normal sink. And I've bought this little like tray so I can keep my like face washes and like makeup removers and stuff, my cup, and my toothbrush. That is a Buxton, a Buxton bottle, which I put some tea tree oil in it and with water, and then I just like mix it and then like shake it up and then put it on a cotton bud, and I can like clean my face with it. So down here I have my little trays where I keep all my like other products. And to your right is my shower. You can't really see it because my curtain, but like it's a tiny shower. The thing I hate most about this shower is the shower head, because it doesn't even like, it's a tiny shower head. It's a tiny shower head. Let me show you just how tiny this shower head is. I don't even know if you classify it as a shower head. It's just a pipe. So I don't know if you can see it. You probably can't, but literally it's just this pipe in the wall. And when I'm in it, because I'm so small, I just like have to go my tiptoes, and it doesn't, like, it hits the top of my head. So we also have this mirror here above the sink, and we have my towel rack and stuff, and behind me is the shower, down below is the sink, and then on my right is the toilet. So yeah. So this is what you see when you're standing at the door. So there's 5 people living in this flat, and so there's 5 rooms and a kitchen, and we share the kitchen, but we all have our own toilets. So this is what my kitchen looks like when I'm standing at the door. So I've got a large couch, I've got an ironing table, I've got this lamp that my flatmate brought in when she was drunk. We've got a Hoover. We've got a messy countertop. It's not always as messy, but like, it gets messy and then it just gets cleaned up. We've got a bin that we've not taken out yet that we should really take out. And then over here we have the bit where we cook. We've got oven, we've got stove, we've got fridge, we've got sink, and yeah, it's a small fridge, but I would say it's enough for like 5 of us. And we've all got 2 cupboards each, so that's my cupboard there and my cupboard up here. We sometimes have movies here. We don't have a TV here, but some accommodations do have TV, but we just take our laptop out and we just sit here and watch TV together. Over here we have stools, and there's 5 stools because there's 5 of us. And this wall we call the picture wall because this is where we take all our pictures. But yeah, our kitchen. I would say our kitchen is probably the bigger kitchen. Like, I think only like a minimal amount of the kitchens in Newmarket are this size, because I've been to a few flat parties in Newmarket and all their kitchens have been smaller than ours, so I'm not sure. I've never been in a kitchen bigger than ours or like the same size as ours. They've always been smaller. So I'm not sure what's going on there. So all in conclusion, I've actually really enjoyed staying in Newmarket. I have had a couple of problems with some of the facilities here because like some things break and like the staff are like not wanting to fix it and stuff like that. But in general, like, it's been a really good year or so for me here, and like I would recommend Newmarket to people, but it's like I hyped myself up for it when I saw the pictures because I thought it looked so nice, which it is nice, but it's not what it is in pictures. So like, don't have your mind like set on it's going to look like what it is in the pictures, because it's not. I mean, I've seen that same picture for Unite students as well, and I'd say Unite students, well, some of their accommodations are more accurate to that picture than it is here. It's a really nice flat, but I mean, like, it's not what it is in the pictures. It's a really nice place to stay, and you got a big bed, you got a big table, you like, there's nothing more you can ask for. and I'm not having to share a bathroom or anything like that, because I was one of those people where like I was moving in with a bunch of strangers and I didn't know what they would be like, so I didn't want to share a bathroom with them because I just feel uncomfortable sharing a bathroom, like, because bathrooms are something like where you do things that are private, and like I didn't want to be sharing one with strangers. So that was just my that was my situation. I just didn't want to, so I went for an ensuite. But of course, some people, I don't think Newmarket do shared bathrooms and stuff. I think we're all ensuites, but like other accommodations do share bathrooms, and that's totally fine. But in my opinion, that's like how I felt about the situation, so I went for an ensuite. It's not cheap staying in student accommodation, and this year wasn't cheap compared to like my friends staying in flats or staying in a accommodation that's not an ensuite. They're paying less, a lot less probably than me, but like that's just what I chose. So I hope you enjoyed my room tour, my flat tour, whatever it's called, and I hope that it's helpful, because when I was looking for flats I didn't find anything like this, so I was just like, when I got here I was a little bit disappointed, I'm not gonna lie, because it was not what it was in the pictures, and I couldn't find actual pictures of what it really looked like online. So I hope this was helpful, and yeah, thank you for watching.